Okay, my piece is called The Extroverted Introvert. I've read pieces on being introverted, I've read pieces on being extroverted, and pieces on being ambiverted. I don't identify with either of these. I think when my personality type was INFJ, and nobody really believed me, so this is like a venting kind of piece. So this is called On Being the Extroverted Introvert with Anxiety Issues in a Bold Voice. Number 1. The world will try to convince you that the shy voice in your mind is nothing but delusion because of your infrequent breakdowns. Because with a voice this bold and opinions this strong, you cannot be struggling with articulation. The world will tell you that they envy how easily your skin and bones can merge with the crowd, and yet your thoughts stand out. They will tell you that they have never seen anybody be so chill, so spontaneous, so unafraid of opinions and side talk that for a moment you would want to believe all of this. Their words sound so convincing that for once you will believe that you were born for the spotlight even though you're always lurking in the shadows. So scared and a bit quiet. Number 2. You're the loner, surrounded with the most number of friends, each of whom know funny excerpts from your life, like how you played with your Barbie pizza till you were 15 years old, and how you sold your father's Ray-Bans for 250 rupees at a fair you organized with your sister. They will know of that one time you made your friends laugh so much they threw up chocolate cake, and the other time when you accidentally bought your tutor a garland which dead people wear. Your friends will know all about your ish-quish addiction and how fiercely you can defend Def Leppard and yet dislike Led Zeppelin. They will know all about your fun drunk stories and your spontaneous adventures, yet they will never hear about the time you stayed awake till 5 a.m. listening to a cinematic orchestra, drowning in the loneliness that follows you around like a shadow on cold nights. They will never know that your biggest inhibition is in initiating conversations, how you shut your eyes every time someone opens your Facebook home feed, because it spirals you down into months of anxiety just seeing how happy people are, how genuinely happy they might not ever notice. How you sit on the sides during dinner and stare at your plate of food with a half-lost appetite because the noise of laughter starts to drive you insane. They will never hear the silence of your deafening thoughts as inadequacy rings through your mind when you're sitting solving inverse figure numericals and hiding your insecurities behind terrible Allah and forever alone jokes. They will never hear any of this primarily because the extrovert in you cannot handle this much emotion. Come on! You wonder as you snap out of your thoughts, where the fuck is my chill? Number 3. Social gatherings and parties are your worst nightmares that your escape from monotone. The social side of you experiences an adrenaline rush every time the shy dimple guy comes up to talk to you about indie folk. However, the reserved part of you shies away from this. Giggles interspersed with forced smiles while secretly hoping that he would leave so you could go back to enjoying your solitude. This conundrum between what you should do and what you want to do is enough to leave you jaded whilst you silently curse the next person who comes up to discuss poetry and talk about drunk adventures with you. This time, you must remind yourself, this too shall pass. Go with the flow. But the only flow you want to be in is flow the fuck away from there. So you dance a bit, you talk a bit, talk a lot. Actually, you talk about the news, about the weather, about the Panama Papers, which you know nothing about a random girl's dress, about anything which keeps the attention away from you. Because conversation can be exhausting. But conversations centered around you can be fatal, and after the chaos is over and the wave of excitement has receded, you go back to hiding behind tables in bars, sitting alone, probably sipping on some fresh malt, hoping the next person who comes to talk to you gets hit by a hurricane. Number 4. The world will try to understand the dynamics of your mind. The world never will. Number 5, have you seen my face? Or is this why I have no friends? Or I am going to be single forever jokes are now concealing your image insecurities and loneliness and your lack of self-love. See, someday someone will notice the realization that settles on your face every time you shut your lips after making one of these. You will never make it too obvious, but remember, it always will be. Number 6. The clearest thing you will be able to see is that people really are fucking blind. See, they will not see through you. What you are and what the world sees are two different people coexisting within the same frame, much like an eclipse conformation of ethane, where you hide parts of yourself in order to develop a more stable configuration. Perhaps this low potential energy is the reason behind a lack of physical displacement. Number 7. You are the most chill lover the world has ever come across. Your words laced with confidence and inklings of indifference, and you speak about your cruel intentions with a grace that would make Ryan Phillips blush. Little do they know that you're the Reese Witherspoon who hides behind pages of journal entries and listening to his favorite songs on repeat, even though reggae never interested you. I know you want to talk to him about how, if you could, you would never let him leave from the warmth of your arms, how you want to hold him close and read poetry out to him, each word unraveling the story your lips have hushed in moments of inhibition. I know you want to tell him that he is the only Bible your infidel heart accepts. However, you're too much of a vagabond for homes have always terrified you. Permanence terrifies you. I know you want to tell him that the only reason you attend to his texts instantly is because his contact is the only one with custom notifications enabled. I know you want to tell him that even though you believe in being selfish, his needs are the only ones he'll ever place above yours. But you, nah, you're the chill girl. So you wrap your words in presence and address them with a void in your stomach every time you speak to him using hollow words and casual promises. You were not made for this anyway. Number 8, you do not hate people. You do not hate people. I do not hate people. They just terrify me. They always have the words they say, throwing them around as if used chewed gum stick to the sole of my feet. Only creating a mess I need to get myself out of. It's my fault. I should have watched my step. Number 9. Your panic attacks are real. Your anxiety with the influx of excessive WhatsApp messages is real. Anxiety can be paralyzing. Just because you do not stay quiet through heated debates and speak about your day with people you do not know does not mean you are not hiding behind yourself. You've just mastered the act of social pretense and interaction. Your problems are real. This is real. This is happening. You are here. Number 10, you feel like both the problem and the cure. You want to be you. Genuinely be you, or at least the person people perceive you to be. Perhaps if you were, this wouldn't be a problem. You're so tired of being yourself and still feeling like you're hiding in the body of someone you never actually were. Hiding in the skin of a body you never belonged in. Like your actions are defiant and sometimes so foreign that you can hardly believe in the reality of yourself. You're always struggling between who you are and who you can be. Perhaps you are the person you think you can be. Perhaps we're all part-time living the lives of people we were never meant to be. But darling, I know that your thoughts will make sense one day. And I goddamn hope that you're brave enough to believe in them.